Welcome to New York Post Studios in Midtown Manhattan. I'm Mark Hale. On Sunday night, the Jets played their third preseason game against the Panthers. On Thursday, they're going to play their final preseason game against the Eagles, and a week from Sunday, they'll kick off the regular season against the Bills. So the Jets are a little bit of chaos right now. We want to bring in Steve Serby, our NFL columnist, for our Jets triple play. 3 questions, all on the Jets' beleaguered offense. And Steve, this offense has played 3 games. The offense has had 35 possessions, 15 by the starters, no touchdowns. How does this offense get better for the regular season?
Well, they can't get worse, right? Apparently, Tony Sparano is working on some top-secret revolutionary offense that is going to take the NFL by storm. Good luck. The Jets just don't have the personnel on offense to scare anybody. Santonio Holmes was just back the other night from injury. Jeremy Curley was just back from injury. Now Dustin Keller goes down with a hamstring. They lose Josh Baker. Austin Howard played well at right tackle, but can you depend on Austin Howard the way you once depended on Damian Woody? No. So the Jets have made some personnel errors, over-evaluating some of their own players, namely Wayne Hunter. I think they may have over-evaluated Sean Green as their bell cow running back. They want to go back to a ground and pound, but they haven't shown that they can consistently run the ball, and they're undisciplined at times, as you saw last night when Matt Slauson, trying to defend Patrick Turner, drew that costly unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. So, to make a long story short, I know it's too late for that, but they haven't done Mark Sanchez any favors. They haven't gotten them enough blockers or playmakers, and that's a drawback for a quarterback.
Yeah, and Steve, let's go to our second issue. It brings us right to our second issue, which is one of those playmakers is supposed to be second-round draft pick this year, their rookie wide receiver, Stephen Hill from Georgia Tech. But how concerned are you about his drops, especially because right now they have this guy penciled in to be an opening day starter?
Yeah, he's been having some problems with drops, and obviously they want him to be the guy that stretches the defense. A year ago, they didn't bother throwing the ball downfield. Plaxico Burress couldn't get open except in the red zone. And Hill's going to be a work in progress. He only caught 28 balls at Georgia Tech. He's got that blazing speed, which seduced the Jets into picking him in the second round. But I spoke to one scout right after the draft who said that he wouldn't have touched Hill, and he loved Ruben Randall, the Giants' second-round pick, a lot better. So scouts are mixed on Hill. He's a good kid. Did a Q&A on him last Sunday. He's got that blazing speed, but his hands are a problem. And if Mark Sanchez can't depend on him, good luck, because that leaves Santonio Holmes and nobody else.
We talked about who Mark Sanchez could depend on. Let's get to our third topic here, which is his right tackle, his new right tackle. You touched on it a little bit earlier, Steve. Austin Howard, replacing Wayne Hunter. Were you impressed with what Howard did on Sunday night against Carolina, or do you need to see more before you're convinced this guy can be a regular season starting tackle? I'm
going to have to see more. I want to. He may come down with a case of Mario Williams-itis before the Bills game. Let's not forget that.
Right.
Look, one game, the Jets put themselves in a position where they needed Austin Howard to play well in this one-game audition so that they could feel somewhat comfortable about going to the regular season. But Austin Howard, there's going to be growing pains with him as well.
Right.
He's a 330-pound guy, down from 357, but he is as inexperienced as Stephen Hill is. So, you want to ground and pound, and you got a guy at right tackle. They did not address right tackle. They were counting on Wayne Hunter, and it's bitten them in the butt. Now, Austin Howard had a nice game, but I'm sorry, one game isn't going to sell me.
All right, Howard and the Jets have their final preseason game on Thursday night, and like we said, they'll kick off the regular season a week from Sunday against the Bills. Well, a lot more from Serby as the season goes on. You can follow him on Twitter at NYPost_Serby. You can follow me on Twitter at HaleMark. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon.